our first F.
Yeah. So okay. So I guess we don't want to learn.
Yeah. So who's laughing?
I guess virtual learning is a joke.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. And we welcome the Candace P. It's Candace P. What up? We can start the show, y'all.
Hey, what's up?
Oh man.
You know how y'all doing?
This is the Enchiridion Team. I am Walt Mars.
And this is Candace, also known as Candace P.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's your boy B. Horace.
Hey, today is not like last week. You have the power to mute and unmute yourself.
Come on, man. Come on, dog. Yeah, listen.
That's just growth. First of all, let's just speak on that. That's just growth.
That's a fact, because you know how people be all up in arms about the freedom of speech because you want to say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's good to have the option to not speak.
Mm-hmm. So you could press that mute button.
You can press that mute button and then shut the fuck up. Listen, y'all like this? Listen, I'm at a new stage. And my lock journey, right? Yeah, usually y'all know me because I was wearing the baba. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was calling me in the Middle East, in the Mediterranean. You feel me? So I was wearing the baba. But now,
you studied abroad. You got to throw that out.
When I was studying abroad, they was like, "Hey, baba."
Mm-hmm.
Hey, baba. Right? So
yeah.
But now I was like, because I was trying to get the manicured locks going. To get it all uniform, and I felt like it was turning away from the purpose of me doing the lock journey anyway.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was hesitant about.
Did you freeze?
No. I was hesitant about touching my head, and I was like, I don't want to mess up the form and the uniform of it. And, due to a disagreement that me and the lovely Candace P got into, you know what I'm saying? And I couldn't, listen, I can't, at the end of the
tread lightly.
At the end of the day, I couldn't get my head back, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I'm just gonna let it grow. I'm just gonna let it grow like how a tree did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is my bonsai. Shout out to Cobra Kai.
Once again,
anything do or die.
Yeah.
Daniel's son, we on the ride. Yeah. I got the we live.
Speaking of hair, Candace, your hair looks amazing.
Oh, me? Oh my God. It's all real too.
Candace P, I don't know where you got that wig. I don't know where you got that wig from. You might want to. We can tag them. We can tag them in the link below. Wherever you got that wig from, we can go ahead and tag them and knock it out.
Oh God.
Okay. Whatever.
Can't tag him. He don't got a Facebook.
Straight up. Let's get right into it, man. Our first topic today is going to be this topic is broad as all outdoors, so please just speak your mind. All right, money versus family. All right.
Can I go first?
Or you want to go? Please go ahead. Go.
All right. So this was kind of something that we were talking about last week, like setting the priority for the things that you want to do. So that goes with making money, whatever tasks or whatever jobs that you take. If you have a family, and not even just children, but if your family is your priority, you have to prioritize things around it. Sure, you have responsibilities. Sure, you have, you want to live life according to how you want to, live it and afford the things that you want to afford. But sometimes all that extra overtime and all that all that extra drive takes away. You definitely take away from something. So you miss out the time where it might be a movie night, or your child learning how to read, or whatever the case is. You will miss out on so much. And that's not even big milestones, but the little moments, because you'll look back at time and you got to ask yourself, all this money in the world, was it worth missing out on experiences?
That's a good one. And I'm a victim. No, I'm not a victim. My kids are a victim of me choosing money a lot of times. I've noticed myself, and I stop myself plenty of times, but I know I'll go Instacart in a second. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like I want to make a quick $100 that day, I will go Instacart in a second and not even think about, Zach might want to go, play with his friends, or G might want to go, try to, dribble the soccer ball a little bit with his feet, or you know what I mean, or Grace might want to do gymnastics or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times I don't think it. Now I'm thinking about it, but a lot of times I don't think about that. I'm like, I got a mission, I got to meet, I got to go do. You know what I'm saying? And we've made a lot of memories in the car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Once I started thinking like that, we've turned it into a family thing. So now instead of me going out there just door dashing by myself, it's me, Brianna, Zach, G, Grace. We all in the car. Zach got some homework. We all got some homework. So go ahead, Zach. Read it out loud. Read it out loud. Oh yeah, I hear you, Zach. Go ahead. What'd you say the answer to that was? Hey, try it again. Try it again. Line the tens, call them up. You know what I mean? Line the tens and the ones. And seriously, and it. I don't know. I think it's more fun for him sometimes because it's not just sitting at the desk. Because when I find when I'm teaching them at the desk or I'm trying to do something with them at the desk, I find myself getting frustrated like any other parent. You know what I'm saying? And I know that every other parent could, especially with this homeschooling now, can contest to that. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, and it's not just about making money. Like last week, me and Brandon or B Horace had a conversation. I want to be politically correct on this platform. We had a conversation about, just trying to get Graham outside the house just for little things. So I work full time at home. He gets to go out a couple days out the week, working in office. So we forget, I get off at 5:30. So by the time I get off, it's dark. So it's like taking advantage of the little times that are important because, I forget that it sounds terrible. I forget that he's a child, if that makes sense. And he has once as a child and he'll voice those things to me. But that's just my main goal is let's get to what we got to do. I got to feed you. You got your work. I got work. So instead of just on the weekends, I just try to make sure now I'm trying to make it more of a point to get him out the house and just do things that he would like to do.
Yeah, I definitely forget about that my kids are kids. You know what I mean? And then two of them are 4 and 2. You know what I mean? And I be like, I be forgetting that they gonna want to do something. Why you want to just play? Why you just want to play the game all day?
Yeah, you want to play all the time? It ain't about playing.
Let's go get this money, man. DoorDash is calling our name.
Yeah. I'm playing that game. No, that's a fact because your son don't even look 2. He look 15.
Nah, G4. He do got his grown man features already, but I'm like this dude. Hey, look, he for sure gonna be bigger than me. I'll tell you that right now. I'm lining them up right now. I gotta make this dude. Make this dude respect me on a different level. Because the moment he feel like he can disrespect me, he gonna try his hand.
He gonna try it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that in mind. You know, wow, y'all said some good points. Like, you know, when I think about family, I think about you know, family is what you choose, right? Sometimes you got the family that you're born into, and then at other times you got the family that you choose, right? And it reminds me, we spoke about this in previous chapters about Stephen Covey, right? I haven't read but so many books, but I've read his, and it's called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And in the book, he offers this diagram, right? What's up? You good? Offers.
I forgot I didn't have any pants on.
Oh, yeah. Let's pause for the cause. Have you seen that Keenan Wayans skit when he get up from the joint and his dick hanging out? Anyway, right? Back to our regular program. So anyway, right? In Stephen Covey's book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he offers a diagram that has 2 circles, and there's one circle inside of another circle, right? The inside circle is called the circle of influence, and the outside circle is called the circle of concern, right? Most of the time when people are trying to level up, we'll say, when they try to get to the next level, they're trying to get to the place of concern, and they skip over the place of influence, right? Now, many of y'all don't know my background, but you know, I'm a historian, and you know, I read different books and whatever, and I like a lot of what the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, highly effective leaders say, but I'm gonna call bullshit on what he said. Right? I'm gonna call bullshit on what he say. Right? That's the point of being a historian, because you got to be objective. I object to what he says in that particular point. Right? A few years ago, many of you that's watching this podcast or listening to this podcast on SoundCloud, you know that me and It's Candace P, we had a podcast earlier a few years ago called Subject to Change, right? Now, when we had this podcast Subject to Change, I was going out and I was peddling this podcast to, you know what I'm saying, to everybody that I knew, right? That was my circle of, or what I believe to be my circle of influence according to Covey, right? And I remember this one particular incident when I took the podcast to this guy that I was working with, right? And I said, "Hey, what's going on, brother? Brother, what's going on, King?" Right? I was like, "Check this out. I got this podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm kicking this knowledge out here. We talking about pop culture. Why don't you go ahead and give it a listen?" And he was like, "Well, I don't really listen to podcasts. I don't even know what a podcast is all about. What is it?" And I said, we just talking. We're talking and we just giving our perspective on things. And he was like, "Okay, yeah, I give it a shot." Now, this is my work family, right? Because family ain't nothing but a community, right? I come to him the next week, and you know what he says to me? You know what he says to me? Right? He was like, "Yo, watch this clip of Gilly the Kid and Wallow on their podcast, y'all. It's so funny, y'all. Ha ha ha." Right? And I said, "Okay." I said, "Okay," right? I watched it with him, and I said, "Yeah, that's pretty funny." I said, "We say some funny stuff too." "We say some funny stuff too, right?" I said, "Did you by chance did you get a chance to listen to my podcast?" Right? And he was like, "Oh no, I ain't even listened to it yet." I said, "All right, bet. Next week go by. I said, "Yo, you listen to my podcast?" He was like, "Yo, Joe Budden was talking about Drake and this, that, and that." And I said, "Nigga, I thought you don't listen to podcasts."
Those are podcast platforms. What you're telling me?
You don't. Hold on. You don't listen to podcasts, but yet I'm telling you, I have a podcast, and now you telling me about some other niggas' podcast, right?
Just watch the N-word.
I know this is a family show, right? So I say all that to say this. In 2021, this is how we moving, right? If you don't support me, right, and what I'm doing, I don't know you. No. I'm gonna give you your chance. I'm gonna give you a chance to go, but let me go for a second, right?
Yeah.
Check this out.
Yeah.
And this is some real shit. This is some real shit because I think this is not spoken on enough. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to come across because it's not just me, right? It be people out here that selling shirts, right? They're selling all types of clothing and everything like that. And then people, you like, hey man, why don't you go ahead and buy a piece of clothing from me and things like that. And they're like, oh, I'm trying to save. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. And then they end up buying a polo thing. Or then they end up getting the new GOAT Jordan shoes that come out. Right? Mm-hmm. This is supposed to be family. Mm-hmm. Right? You got people out here that's selling plates. You know what I'm saying? They're selling food and everything like that. And all of a sudden, when I sell a fucking plate, now you want to diet. Right? Now you trying to be plant-based P. You can't be plant-based P, baby. but you're trying to be plant-based P all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? And while I'm trying to sell these plates to you, but after a while, then again, you're advertising the new Popeye's chicken sandwich. Or the new Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit. And I'm gonna tell you this because, I know some of our followers followers of that kid from Nazareth. And I'm gonna tell you that he tell you this lesson right here and there. Right there, I think it's Matthew 12, verse 50. If I'm not correct, if I'm incorrect, you can correct me in the comments. Right? But he say this thing right then and there. He teaching and preaching in one of these marketplaces, and then his mother and his brothers, and they come past, right? While Jesus is preaching and teaching, and one of the people say to him, "Hey, Jesus, ain't that your brothers and sisters over there? Ain't that your mother over there?" And you know what Jesus told them? He said, I don't know them niggas. Yo.
Yeah.
If you're a follower, I'm gonna tell you how your boy handled it. Yeah. I don't know them niggas.
Yeah.
I don't know them. Right? Because guess what? Let me tell you something. Because you came to the right spot on chapter 7. This is the chapter of completion.
There we go.
You came to the right spot. I don't know them niggas because they didn't support me when it was nothing. Right? Jesus, isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting? Don't you think so? That in 30 years that Jesus, the kid from Nazareth was living, right? That he had 12 followers that he could distinguish as followers, and none of them was his brothers. Do you not think that as he was having a meal at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, you pick an age. Don't you think that as he was having those meals that he was discussing these same fucking ideas? Don't you think that while he was doing that, he was saying to them, yo, let me tell you something. I'm the vine, you are the branches. I'm the Messiah. I'm gonna do this. Don't you think he went over that shit with them before he even talked to niggas?
Yeah. Maybe not.
And none of them are his followers?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got more to say on it. I got more to say on it, but I'm gonna let the mic breathe. I'm gonna let this shit breathe.
Yeah, because it's fire right now. This was exactly what Brianna was trying to prep him for.
Just to touch on, I get what B Horse is saying, but I disagree. I don't think people owe you. You know what I mean? I don't care if you family, friends, whatever. I don't think anybody owes you anything. So to look, King Dolo Black said, talk to him, Bishop. He's going in. He is going in.
Yeah.
However, and you got a point, and that's the beautiful thing of everybody having a difference of opinion. I feel like if I ask you, if I come to you and say, hey, I got this, because I did. I reached out to a lot of people and say, hey, we got a podcast that we're doing. Excited about it. I just want you to listen. Let me know how this off of sound, just working off the kinks. You know what I mean? Let me know what you think about it. How is our chemistry? How is our flow? Those type of things. And when I didn't hear anything, I said, oh, I just know how to move. You know what I'm saying? That just shows me how to move. Everybody isn't like that. Surprisingly, people who I did not expect to support it, and then support it all the way. Mm-hmm. Calling me, wanting to have conversations about it. And it's not just the previous podcast, because this is more like a spin-off of Subject to Change, because it did change. And now we evolved, So, so we staying true to it. And that's just what we grew into. So definitely you'll be surprised of who moved, because people are even their mentalities. Your family's gonna be your family, but people are for seasons. And you're gonna have different people at different seasons. Doesn't mean that you don't care about them, doesn't mean you don't love them, but everybody can't go with every journey that you go through. So that's just what it is. Like, I just believe differently.
Yeah, and B Horse, I'm gonna get to you, right? Let me just say this. Let me say this piece right here. Both of you make some good points, but I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Tell me what it is. Tell us what it is, brother.
Because I'm right, and y'all wrong. All right. So I'm gonna tell you what it is, straight up. Nah, man. Look. So I don't. The whole saying to treat people how you want to be treated, and all this other bull crap, whatever. Look, I kind of go that way. All right. So I'm not gonna stop supporting you,
right? Because
you don't support me.
Exactly.
Because it's in me. It's in me to still. I'm still going to show support. You know what I'm saying? Right? If you want to move funny and you don't that's on you. That's how you move. And I'm telling you, it's going to come to them people because they move that way. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't want to daggone listen to the podcast, if you don't want to, buy the shirt, if you don't want to do whatever, if you don't want to do anything like that, hold on, man. 1 second.
But definitely, I feel that too. If you don't want to support, if you don't want to do the things, I'm still going to do, because I've done it. I'm still going to do the things. I'm going to still support you if I want to. I'm going to support you if I care about you. So, it's just one of those things. Like, a lot of people will hold that grudge and try to be vindictive because they can't get what they want. And, they'll try to use it against you. And I'm sure somebody may have thought that I've crossed them wrong, or you've crossed them wrong in whatever endeavor that they chose to go into. But go ahead, you want to say something?
Yeah, I hear what y'all saying, but fuck all that. Fuck all that. Because guess what?
Let me just show y'all what he's been sipping on. Mexican tequila with a worm in it. So, all right, go ahead.
But I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. Fuck all that. Right? Listen, all that. Listen, I completely understand, but I don't think that y'all understand because I kind of overstand. You know what I'm saying? There's a law. We're gonna get into this later in the episode too, but there's a law of reciprocity, right? All these things that I have is straight energy,
Okay.
right? And if I'm giving energy to you, and you ain't giving the energy to me, I don't know you. I can't help you. It'd be better. Listen, straight up. Because I know many of you have heard that analogy about the crab in the barrel, right? The crab in the barrel mentality. And I'm telling you now, some of these right? What can I call them, right? I'm not trying to, because I know this is a family show, right? So I'm not trying to call them something too bad. Some of these fools, that's good. Some of these fools, imposters, right? They imposters, right? Some of these fools, right? They worse than crabs in the barrel. Because what they'll do is they'll ignore you. At the very least, a crab in the barrel is trying to at least give you some traction, right? At least if you're a crab in the barrel, I can take my Timberland boot and kick you in the fucking face and climb out of it, right? At least if you're a crab in the barrel. But they worse than the crab in the barrel because they'll straight ignore you and act like what you doing, you ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my mentality on it.
But isn't it giving people too much energy? They're doing that. It gives people way too much energy. That consumes too much of your time, and that brings in too much negativity. If you are focusing on yourself, you focusing on your business, you focusing on school, you focusing on your work, your job, who cares? That's all I'm saying. Like, why, going into the next topic, why is it important to have that respect? What's the cost of the respect?
I just feel like it's not that you're gonna stop doing what you're doing, right? Obviously, you gotta. I say all that to say that you gotta still push through with as far as our first topic. I know we're trying to move on, but as far as our first topic goes, is when you're dealing with family and money and family and business, you're trying to get to the next level, right? And you don't really have time to deal with people who not helping you excel. And they're not helping you excel. It ain't no love lost. It ain't no love lost. If you're my family, I already got love for you. So it ain't no love lost at all. The whole point that I'm saying is that it ain't no love gained. We could have gained love. If you listen to a chapter or two back, right? We talked about that it is your God-given right. It is your birthright to be an entrepreneur. I don't care what it is. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you are. It is your mission to be an entrepreneur, to sell something, to have some type of product that you are pushing off in order to make some type of gain. That is your mission. That is your purpose right then and there. You gotta have something. And if the people that I'm dealing with or the people that's in my atmosphere don't gravitate to me or don't want to buy my stuff, that's cool. They on a diet, that's cool. They on a budget, that's cool. But I'm not talking about the people that's on those different things. I'm talking about the people who they say they on a diet or they say they on a budget, and then they go ahead and support somebody else without supporting you. That's who I don't have no energy for. That's who I don't have no time for. I'm not talking about the people if I'm selling soul food. and you're a vegan, and you're not trying to eat cheese and spare ribs and stuff like that. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people who say like, yo, I'm on a diet, and then they go fucking buy a McDonald's McRib. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the people. You say you don't listen to podcasts and things like that. I'm not really even talking about me personally, but I'm talking to you, king, queen, because you got your business. You selling cakes. I know friends that selling cakes. I know friends that selling clothes, jewelry, real estate, life insurance, cars, homes. I already said real estate, shoes. They do all types of things. And when they approach people that they know, because in economics, you're trying to work your warm market, right? You try to work that warm market, and when in your warm market, the people that's family, the people that's supposed to be riding with you, the people that you've known for a long time, that they say that they want to see you succeed, they're not supporting you. They're not supporting you, and that's a problem. That's a problem, and you should straight carry it like that. I don't know you. I got a makeup line. I do makeup. And I'm selling makeup, and now when I'm trying to sell my makeup to you, now you all of a sudden don't do makeup, but now you got on Rihanna new lip. What type of shit is that? That's bullshit, is what it is. And that's the move.
All right. I get it. And I understand that. Is it muted?
Yeah.
Okay, so I understand all of that. So let's get back to the subject. Why is it important? Why is that respect so important?
Okay.
So I'm going to answer it since you did that whole
I'm going in.
It's cool. Chapter 7. Welcome to the Enchiridion Team. So, I was a big person who felt like, oh, you're going to give me that respect. And now that I'm going into a different phase in my life, let Marshall in. You're the host.
How do I do that?
Figure it out. So I was a big person like, oh, you're going to give me my respect. I give you respect, you're going to give me mine. And it was at all costs. I burnt so many bridges like that. And looking back at it, like it wasn't necessary because that person didn't mean anything to my life. Really, it didn't add anything. It didn't take away from anything. It was my ego. So I just was like, I just was so headstrong about it. Now, I don't care about it. If you respect me or not, I'm still going to move the way I move. I'm still going to live my life the way I live it. And I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you do like it. Whatever. So for you, now that you back,
Marshall?
Yeah.
Listen, when they hear this, hold on. What they can hear me off your mic. When they hear this joint, they're not gonna know that he was gone. That's all I was really going to say. They know that he was gone.
Mute yourself.
Can we do empower?
Wait. Who was gone?
Nobody. So anyway, what I was saying, we moved on to the next topic. Why is that respect so important? And basically at what cost? So, I just feel like it's not important. Like if you take your time out your day to care about who's supporting you or who's not, at the end of the day, if it's down to a business, if it's down to where money comes involved, who's giving you their money? Who is the consumer? who's in your market. That's what you care about, not anything else. So if they're not signing them checks, making them profit in your bank account, it does not matter.
But they might not be your target audience. They might not be your target audience. Your family might not be your target audience. You
missed the whole spiel.
I was listening to it because it was working on my phone. It just wasn't. This computer done just shut down. Whatever. But so like. It wasn't that. They might not be the target audience, man, and that's what it boiled down to. Like if I'm selling eyelashes and I got all male cousins, I don't expect them to buy.
They got girlfriends.
I get that they have girlfriends, but all I can do is ask them to push it on. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Honestly, because my ultimate plan is going to be to take over the community, and then take over the city. And then take over, you know what I mean? And we're gonna go, and we're gonna, you know what I mean? You start small, you end big.
Yeah.
Hey, look, my plan is to take over the world. Yeah, I do apologize for that, people. I was glad to see that it's still maintained.
This is the purpose of having a team. Right? Mm-hmm. This is the purpose of having a team. Hey, we got some call-in information, right? I know we got some call-in information. You got that on? You got that on?
Call-in. I don't. Jesus.
Listen, because I was looking at the time, and I was making sure that we was on point.
Man, it's okay. We gonna keep it moving.
Okay, bet. So anyway, right? When they come to we're talking about now. If you joined us now, right? We're talking about the cost of respect. Here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. When it comes to respect, you can tell a lot about a person if you pay attention to the way that they treat other people.
Oh yeah, I'm a big believer in that.
Right? Mm-hmm. It's not you, because I know the people that's a part of the Enchiridion Team. Right? I know a lot of people that's on the team is hard body, and they not for nobody disrespecting them. Right? Yeah. But I know some people that when they talking to that employee at the McDonald's window, you know what I'm saying? When they talking to that waitress, or when they talking to that housekeeper or something like that, they disrespectful, right?
Yeah.
And you can tell the integrity of a person. You can tell the character of a person not by the way that they treat the king, because the king is the king, the queen is the queen. Right? Not by the way they treat them, but it's the way that they treat the least.
I think for me, I've always been like that. I go for body language. I watch how it say it was you introducing me to Marshall. I watch how you look at him when he walks away. I look at your mannerisms. I look at your body language. I look at all that stuff, and that determines early on, unfortunately, if I like you or not. So I go with my gut. I can't afford and I can't risk not going with my gut. So for me, that is the biggest indicator. And that's what like you say, it's don't just be polite to the person in charge or be respectful to the person in charge, down to the smallest employee, because guess what? The little people keep the boat moving, keep everything operating. So if you go with the mindset, oh, I'm just trying to be the big wig and not appreciate the people that's helping me get by, you're only doing yourself an injustice, because guess what? If you don't treat these people nicely, if you don't treat these people with respect like a human, the loyalty is not going to be there. People will stay for their jobs for 30 plus years and, be there because of loyalty, because they like their boss, because they respect their boss. So that's all I got.
Yeah, I got you. No, like, you know, I really truly believe that, you know, I've seen people treat people poorly just because they didn't have an opportunity for them. You know what I'm saying? Or just because they had the opportunity to treat them poorly and they knew that it came with no result. It came with no pushback, right? Or they was just doing something for me and I don't have to treat them with a certain level of respect. And when I'm talking to, especially to my oldest son, right? My oldest son, especially him, when I talk to him, I try to get to the point across to him, right? Because he disrespectful, he unruly, right? When I'm speaking to him, I try to tell him, listen, man, you don't just treat me with respect because I could beat your ass. Right? Don't just treat me with respect because I can beat your ass. Not even that, right? That's a joke. But don't treat me with respect because I can give you something. You know what I'm saying? Treat me with respect because that's what you want. The universe, people, team, it operates off of reciprocity. That's what Lauryn Hill told you, right? Reciprocity. I say, cause no one loves you more than me. Listen, all right, don't beat me, but but that's how the and no one ever will. Right, so that's how the universe operates. Right, you gotta treat because you never know when the time that you are up. The next time you can be down. You can be down. People don't understand that you are. How can I even frame this joint? Your body is really a reflection of all life. Right? It's everything. And that's why I tell people that they God and they goddesses and stuff like that. You are everything that's happening, you are. And when it comes to you in a particular incident, what is it? Instance. When it comes to you in a particular instance, you are like the economy.
Yeah.
Some of you invest. Right? One day the economy is up and the next day it's down. And you know, but it's okay when it's down because you know that it's going to come up. But don't get too comfortable when it's up because you know it's going back down. And that's you.
Yeah.
You are your own nation. And this is how when you treating people, it ain't just the government. You are a government. When you meet somebody at Walgreens and when you meet somebody at CVS and Walmart and Target and things like that, you know what that's called? And you talk to them in aisle 6 while you picking up laundry detergent. You know what that's called? That's foreign relations.
Okay.
That's what that is. You don't. It's really a micro and macro economic thing going on. They both going on at the same time. When you treating people with respect, you treat them with respect because in essence, they are you. You are nothing but a blade of grass. You are nothing but you're nothing but a blade of grass. You're nothing but a grain of sand.
Yeah.
You can be here today and gone tomorrow. Right? What's the difference from some guy walking on Sandy Point Beach, Rockville, and they step on one piece of sand and they don't step on the other piece of sand? That's all life is. But guess what? Once the tide comes in, come on, we talking some shit on this chapter 7. Once the tide comes in, you'll go back to the same. But nothing is guaranteed with that. So that's why you gotta treat people with respect. That janitor, that server that you're trying to disrespect, that can be you, or it was you.
And not only that, it's the people. It's not just the strangers in your life. I feel like the people that are actively in your life get the brunt of. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, get the brunt of. Not always disrespect, but they get the brunt of the negativity, the day-to-day grind. They get the brunt of the frustration that goes through life. So it's not just about treating strangers with respect. It's about treating your partners with respect. With respect, it's about treating your family, your children, your pets, everybody that come into your circle. Yeah. Into your atmosphere deserves that respect. And then most importantly, you give it to yourself. You deserve that respect. A lot of times we are the hardest on ourselves for whatever reason, because we are our own biggest critics. So you got to grant yourself the pleasure of meeting yourself and going through the struggle. And if you meet yourself at different points, because the 18-year-old self ain't going to be the same, or I hope not. But some people still stuck at 18. You meet yourself at different points, and you grant yourself that forgiveness, that love, that respect that you are due. The Enchiridion Team.
Hey, you guys have been killing it the whole hour and 85 minutes.
We just do what we gotta do.
No, but I do appreciate everybody.
I don't think it was an hour and 85 minutes.
Why would I say an hour and 85? You guys got to tell me what time it is, but no. I do.
Where can we get the hoodies? The website up?
Yes, website up. www.theenchiridionteam.com. You go ahead, you can get your hoodie, or you can just get a regular old t-shirt. We got more merch coming. That's just what's out. That's just what's out right now. That's the startup packet. You know what I'm saying? But these hoodies are fly, and I know you want one.
We about to have bonnets.
They comfortable. Bonnets? Come on. Look.
We about to have some bonnets.
You joking about it? Bonnets, snapbacks.
I'm not joking.
Yeah, no doubt. I can get you the bonnet here right now today.
I need the satin filled. I need the satin in the inside.
Got it.
Satin around my rim. I need full satin.
I got it. Satin on satin. That's what we call it.
And I need some cashmere socks with the Enchiridion Team on it.
Okay.
Bring it.
Check it out. I want to thank Brand Balls for hooking us up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, straight up. But she didn't make sure my computer was plugged in, so
that's your responsibility.
I'll deal with her at that's none of y'all business, but you know, that's just this household. So man, hey look, I love you all, man. It's all love, and it always will be love.
Absolutely.
I don't care about anything.
We don't care.
No, I'm saying I don't care about anything that comes to us and may hit us like, you know, we all human, man. We have our days and stuff like that. I don't care about nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I still know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? I still know that y'all need to know that love won't forever be there.
Oh yeah, you my brother.
That's even after Brianna get this tongue lashing because
Okay.
she didn't charge my laptop, so it's going to be some yelling in this house.
No, it shouldn't even be, because you know what I'm saying. The team carried on, and you know that's the benefits of having the team around you. You know what I'm saying?
It was impressive to watch. I ain't even gonna lie, because it's like I went away and then y'all face like it sent it in on the person that was talking. It was impressive to watch. When y'all watch that back, y'all gonna be like this. Oh, okay. The only thing is.
We already did a thing before.
Yeah.
But it feels like it's like this was before Zoom.
I was like, is this a recorded? I was like, is that a recorded subject to change that we did?
Yeah, just say that to change.
Let me get back on this thing, man. They trying to revert back.
Yeah, they trying to go back to subject to change. Yeah, we got, baby.
Hey, look, throw it up. No,
what's going on, son? Yeah, so but that's how. But you know, while we still got time, I think we got like 5 minutes, right? Or so, right? But we got 5 minutes or so. But straight up, that's how compromise works.
Yeah.
That's how compromise works, because when you compromising with people, the biggest thing is I know that, you know, we solution oriented, but when you compromise, you care more about not the problem, but you care about the solution. You care about that. Go ahead. Speak on that, Queen. That's not the case. Go ahead.
I think it got to go by scenario. But I do understand what you're saying. I think the compromise. I don't mind compromising with people, just as long as by the end of the day I don't compromise myself. And that's with my beliefs, my morals, you know, just on the day-to-day how I carry myself. So as long as I'm not the situation or just the situation doesn't compromise me at my core values, then, you know, I'm with it. But once it starts compromising me, I got to remove myself from the situation.
I'm just, you know, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, right?
I have to disagree.
I just gotta disagree, right? And then here we come to the compromise, right? One of my favorite songs, you know what I'm saying? You know, I listen. No. You want me to start there?
Go ahead, finish the song.
No, I start there. No, I'll start there. I come from the sun, right? I come from the sun. I'm a Taurus, right? And one of my things is I'm stubborn. I'm a stubborn individual. I feel like, look, no, Marshall know, right? He know, right? And I'm gonna talk my shit for. Can I walk my walk for a second? I'm right most of the time, right? Most of the time, I'm right on what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking when I talk my talk. I'm talking the right thing. I'm talking the right thing that I'm talking about most of the time, but I can be wrong. And my biggest problem is that I don't try to face the fact when I'm wrong. I think I have a problem of recognizing, not necessarily when I'm wrong, not necessarily even when I'm wrong. I have a problem recognizing that it's another way to skin the cat. It's another way to do it. You know what I'm saying? I could be like, no, this is the best way to do it. This is how you're supposed to do it. This is how you have to do it. do it this way. It shouldn't be that way. A person should be like this. And I have a problem with being like, okay, go ahead. I have a problem with letting things flow. Right? One of my favorite groups. One of my favorite. I'm not gonna sing it out. I ain't gonna sing it out because of request. I'm not gonna sing it out. But one of my favorite groups is Fall Out Boy, and they got a song, right? And I lied. No, I ain't gonna sing it. And one of the things that they said was, listen, the best way to make it through life is you gotta realize that 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Most people are trying to go for that 3 out of 3, that perfection. And you gotta realize 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? 66%. How do I know? I know I gotta break it down. How do I know? Let's think about Steph Curry. I think currently he had like about 50% 3-point shooter. That means if Steph Curry throw up one shot and it's an air ball, the next ball is going in. Right? Facts.
That's a fact.
I know you're an analyst. All right? So facts. Right? Now, if we talk about 2 out of 3, that's better than 50%. That's 66%. Right? That's not bad. I know a lot of you people. I know a lot of you grew up in the school system, and you've been passing, and you're like, 70% is bad. I barely passed the test and stuff like that. You got to understand in life, you are winning. When you throwing these shots, right? And you thinking about career score percentages. What is that called? FPT, right? Or FGT? Maybe FGT, right? Whatever. I ain't Skip Bayless, nigga.
FGT.
FGT, right? Field goal percentage, right? When you think about these different things, they gotta be at a particular percentage. And Steph Curry, who is arguably, or he's chasing after the best 3-point shooter in the league, is 50%. Right? And you chasing your goals, and you trying to go after what you want to go after 100% of the time, and you refusing to compromise because you feel like that should be what it is 100% of the time, you're gonna miss because it's not gonna be there. Because that's the beautiful thing about sports. I don't really particularly watch sports a lot. I watch it when I can, so I can see what's going on. Right? I'm not a fanatic. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fanatic. Right? But I watch it when I can. But it's a good thing to watch them because you see a analogy of success. And shooting that shot is success. And what it will show you is 50% of the time, you're not going to make it. That's why you got to compromise, because in that same scenario, in that same breath, 50% of the time, you're wrong. I know I'm just talking. I know I'm just talking to myself.
Mm-hmm. I mean, no, you're not. But yeah, go ahead.
But a lot of the times when I get into arguments and disagreements with my friend and my brother, and when I get into different arguments and disagreements with my children, and disagreements, of course, with the beautiful It's Candace P. 50% of the time, if I'm not as good as Steph Curry, 50% of the time, I have the possibility of missing that shot. And if I miss that shot, guess what? I lose the fucking game.
All right.
I lose. And we trying to, and that's the whole point of you being here and showing up to chapter 7 is that you in it to win. You trying to win. And when you trying to win, you gotta compromise. You gotta give up you gotta give up that idea that you are 100% right all the fucking time, because you're not. You're not. You gotta be, if you wanna win, you gotta work with the team. You gotta pass the ball. Let that shit breathe.
What's up with the glare with like the stare down? But no, you really touched on something there.
But Candace, you wasn't supposed to say that, because what I was gonna do is right when he said let that shit breathe, I was about to end it.
What, the podcast?
I was gonna end it.
All right, well, let's wrap it up.
No, it's too late now. The moment.
It's Candace P. We're still live.
Yeah. Hey, it's Guap Mars.
We got 2 viewers on here. Let's go.
I'm sorry I couldn't provide more to y'all. But next week, just know I'm coming with the heat.
All right. Bring it. We ready.
The heat. So I need y'all to go ahead. Brianna, 1 second, please. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, yeah.
We go ahead. Wrap it up properly. No. Wrap it up properly. Listen, guys. I got it. Hey, I want to take this time. I let him. You wasn't frozen. Listen, you wasn't frozen. You not frozen. Listen, guys. Hey, thank you guys for joining us for chapter 7. We are currently at 460 likes. Right? God damn.
I think it's
right.
I think it might be a little bit more, but whatever.
It might be a little bit more, but we're currently there. 62. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the love and support. If you like these hoodies, if you like the hat that my brother Marshall got on, you can order them at the Enchiridion.com.
The INQUIRES.com.
The INQUIRES.com. Please continue to like this page, follow this page, share it with your friends. Hey, on the website, if you're a business owner, you can contact us and schedule a time so we can speak with you and get more insight on goals and prosperity. Not just business owners, anybody.
Business minded,
like-minded, because that's a straight fact. Thank you guys, because that's a straight fact. Because all of you are valuable and have that entrepreneur spirit inside of you. That's what you were created for. So we want all of it. Thank you guys for joining us. Right? We look forward to seeing you guys for chapter 8. The knowledge is all in your hand. My man.
Wait up.